Hello everybody, and welcome to my channel. I hope you are all doing very well, and I feel like I'm in Sickmas land again. Yes, I am really struggling this year with allergy related issues, and I just got over a really bad spell with it, and then our air temperature and weather changed. It had gotten much cooler, killed off a lot of whatever it is that is not agreeing with me, and then we just had 3 or 4 days of temps being back up into the upper 70s, and I think in some areas it even hit like 81, and it just started all over again. It's totally sinus related. Sorry that I sound so nasaled and congested, but it is what it is, and frankly it's just wearing me out. So especially at this time of year when I don't want to get down with anything, let alone just feeling yuck with sinus allergy related stuff. But anyways, enough of that. I have my house pretty much decorated the way I'm going to. I still have to work out on the front porch and tweak a little bit on the back porch, but you know, that's neither here nor there. And so I wanted to go ahead and get this little mini 2018 Christmas tour of my Christmas decorations up. I am really just at the point where I have so many DIYs that I wanted to work on and get completed and finished for this year. Some of them I did work on and did get them done, but just, you know, want to add a few little touches to them and a couple of other projects that I haven't even been able to start because I have just felt really literally horrid. I mean, we went from all the activity of Thanksgiving and busting, you know, behind to get everything caught up and done for that, and you know, and then get everything packed up, put away, and then reshuffle all the Christmas stuff out and try to redecorate and get things in order, and then boom, wham, down again with all of this sinus. And I mean, literally, it's just put me so behind. At this time of year, I always love and enjoy David's 24 teas. And literally I drank day one, and it was I think it was candy cane with white chocolate in it. It was pretty good, but I've really been just sticking to, you know, hot water tea with lemon and a little bit of honey and just some not garlic, but ginger. And that just really seems to be really soothing, especially, I don't want to gross you out, but you know, all that drainage just, just makes you yuck. So, anyways, I have a couple of DIYs that I am currently working on. I'm hoping I will get them completed and finished before the end of this video, and then I can show you what that little project is. It's kind of a cute little idea. I saw it that my goddaughter had put something up at her house, and I liked it, and I thought, hey, I think I might do a little something along those lines, so I'm going to show you that. But I would like to share with you my house decorations and just some of the decorations that I can literally tell you are pretty close to about 40 years old, and maybe even some ornaments are a little bit older, but I hope you enjoy this. I can tell you, traditionally, I really like sticking with the traditional reds and accenting with the greens. I love the different prints in the stripes and the polka dots and plaids. I just love that combination of throwing it all together. And I hope you'll enjoy this. So sorry that it's a long time coming. I'm going to catch up on my review of David's teas and let you know how that goes. But so let's get started with the tour. Hi everybody, welcome to my 2018 mini Christmas house tour. Yes, it's Sickmas for me once again, but I'm going to do my best to get through this. I'm behind on my DIYs and hopefully I can show you the end result of this. So let's get started. This is an overview of my living room and my Christmas tree. My Christmas tree is new this year. I purchased it at Hobby Lobby since my old one bit the dust when we moved. So it was challenging and fun to decorate. I didn't think I was going to be able to get as much on the tree because it just is a slim line, but there's a lot of room on it. Here I'm just kind of showing you some of my decorations. In the far corner there's a joy sign which I picked up this year at Walmart, and I thought it was really a cute long sign that I needed to hide the cord for the Christmas tree. This is a view going down my hallway. I have a lot of bright red and greens down this hallway because it is a very dark hallway, normally even during the day, so I like to brighten it up with pretty fun colors. And that bow I found this year at Kirkland, and here's my little feather tree which I just love, and I have a few little ornament bulbs on it that have our names. And that little snowman that I'm trying to zoom in on down there in the middle is a snowman that I made back in 1979 at a pottery class, and I've kept it all these years. This is my cute little red bookshelf that my husband made me for my 40th birthday, and I have that little Christmas tree that I purchased at Hobby Lobby this year, and I thought it was just perfect for on top of the little bookshelf to shed a little bit of light. And my berry wreath that I have hanging on the outside of the bathroom door, and my mail pouch there with some big jingle balls hanging. And this is another fun little, what I call my Charlie Brown stick trees. I just love them. And that sign says, "This house believes," and on the little stick tree I have decorated with some large red beads and ice skates. And these ice skates I made probably about 15 years ago, and I'll show you in a minute on my tree what my inspiration was for those. They have little paper clips at the bottom for the ice skates. And this is my table that I have in my hallway, and my nativity set that I absolutely love. It's just so simple, and I love it. This is my Santa adoring the baby Jesus, and you can wind it up and it plays "Oh Come Let Us Adore Him," and another little ceramic nativity set that I have. I love this sign, "True Love Was Born in a Stable." I just love that. I thought it was so perfect for in front of my nativity. And here's just a little snowman in one of my Crocs. I also love my snowman ornaments, and over here in the corner I have a ladder that belonged to my son's bunk beds. Of course the bunk beds have since been sold, but I still use this ladder all year round. And those two snow ladies, I call them my snowbird ladies, I made many years ago when I was working on some different craft projects. And here I just have a bunch of jingle balls hanging from the front door, and another little snowman that I made, and that was one of my projects one year for Christmas. And this is just coming down the hallway into my living room. And this beautiful red cardinal quilt was given to me by someone very special to me that was known as Grandma, and I know that her halo is probably just glistening right now as she sees the comfort that it brings to us every year. And when I pull it out, I think of her. And of course Poochie loves it too. The skirt under the tree is a little quilted tree skirt that I made, oh my goodness, probably about 8 years ago or 10 years ago, as my Christmas project. It was fun to make, not too difficult, but I'm not sure I would make another one. I had a little bit of potpourri in my bowl with a sign that says joy, and just some of my greens decorated with cones. And these pillow covers, those are some of my old pillows, but the covers I purchased from Amazon because it's so nice to be able to slip the covers off and just use your pillows as you do all year round, and you don't have to buy and store additional pillows. And this is just the top of my fireplace mantle, and it's not one long piece. It's just a bunch of little pieces with Christmas lights, and that I've just put together. And a lot of these little individual stems and pieces I purchased at Walmart, Dollar Tree, and some little specialty shops for some of those off-colored berries with the stars in them. And then I just started with one base of greenery up there, and then added just the individual little flowers. And of course a couple of little reindeer down by the fireplace, and my joy sign, my granddaughter's little crib that she uses to play with her dollies, and a big jingle ball hanging there. And now I'll show you some of our ornaments. I don't have bulbs on the tree, just family ornaments, and ornaments that I've been collecting since I think I graduated from high school. There's a picture of my son when he was just a wee little one, and then right above it, my granddaughter's first Christmas. It's so fun to reminisce. This red and cream colored big wide garland I purchased at a specialty shop that says Jingle Jingle on it, and it was a florist shop, but they really weren't selling the garland, but they sold me strips of it, and I just use it for the tree. This is a stocking crocheted by my grandmother, which she gave to me when I was in high school, and I love putting frames on the tree with individual pictures, and a Rudolph there, and a couple of little teddy bears, because I do have favor for teddy bears. That's a snowflake crocheted by my mom years ago, a picture of my husband and son, and just little words that I put up throughout the tree: Noel, joy, peace, a little Christmas mouse singing, and I think I might have passed up my Rudolph and Clarice that I have on the tree, and it's just fun to see all of these ornaments every year. These curly cues, this green and white striped one and the red and white, they're bows, and you can purchase them. I found them at Hobby Lobby, and this year I just added some green ones, but I've had these red and white striped curly cues, and I just love putting them on the tips of the tree. That was a little ice skate shoe that was given to me by a patient one year. And I'm going to put a picture of my puppy in that reindeer frame holder. And another little church mouse singing, I'm sure, Christmas carols. That was a ornament given to my son on his first Christmas. And of course the candy cane, which represents the symbol J for Jesus. I love that particular ornament, and a lot of these ornaments are family pictures, and I have glass icicles that I love putting on the tree, and I have been collecting these icicles, oh my goodness, I think I found my first set probably about 18 years ago, and I have so many that I put on the tree. I think they just add such beauty. That particular little ornament was handmade and given to me back in 1979 by a co-worker. And here's my inspiration for my little ice skate shoes that I made. This was given to me when I was working at the courthouse by the court administrative secretary. On top of her gift, she wrapped these little skates that she had found, no, I'm sorry, that a friend of hers who was participating in some craft show was making, and so she attached it to the outside of my gift, and I've kept them for all these years, and this was back like in 1976, and one year, probably about 10 years ago, I made all those other little ice skates. And there's another old pair, and here's a sweater set and piece, and another little ornament made by my friend, which I've kept for all these years, and I just think it makes me think of the person who gave me them as gifts, and I say a little prayer for them every year that I bring them out. And there's those cute little ice skates again. I just love those. And there I have a little ornament with my daughter-in-law's initial on it, and of course a naughty bulb. It's the only bulb that's on the tree, and I believe I bought that for my husband one year. And of course, if you flip it over on the other side, it's nice. But I just love looking and decorating, and had so much fun messing with the tree this year. And this is just a little green box I have with my stuffed teddy bears in them for Christmas, and my granddaughter can play with them. And then, of course, the kissing teddy bears below. I try to keep the end table sort of simple and just put a little snowman that I've And as we go around, I'm just centering in on my pie safe, and on top of my pie safe, I think I'm going to turn on that little Christmas light there. I just have a picture of my granddaughter where it says, "It's a Wonderful Life." I've covered that up. That's an old David's tea box, and I use it as an Advent surprise box for my granddaughter. And I just have a few things on the top. That is a ceramic Christmas tree that was made by me years and years and years ago. And then my friend had it white flocked for me. So I've had that for many, many years. And on top, I just have a few little wooden Christmas tree pieces. And I just tried to keep it really simple. And this is entering into my kitchen. Sorry, it's so dark right here, but it will lighten up in a minute as soon as I get around the corner. I just have a little, I have some decorations on my Hoosier there that I'll get closer and show you. In the centerpiece, on my table here, I just have a whole bunch of mixed potpourri, and it smells so good and so yummy. And I keep my potpourri from year to year and just freshen it up with new oils. And that's just a little piece. I can't remember when I put that together, but years ago. And I love it. It's just so pretty, and it was just fun to make. And getting ready to work on a DIY and putting my supplies there, and I never actually got to it today because I am, like I said, just behind, and of course this sickness doesn't help much. Here's another one of my cute little pine trees that I have in the kitchen, and it's a snowflake tree, and I have some snowflakes that I crocheted this year, which I thought came out really, really cute. And I have some resin snowflakes, and then some snowflakes that I collect at when I was in Chicago at the Kris Kringle Mart, and every year I would add a new one, and I have some also hanging on my big tree. But here's some little resin ice skates, and I thought this was just really cute for this corner in the kitchen, and just to go with the theme. And these little snowflake hooks that I was able to pick up this year at Target, and a little red bow just to brighten it up. And here, this is a wood box that I keep all my matches and light sticks in. That was a birthday gift for me by my best friend. And there's a little tiny elf just getting ready to make a bunch of toys and helping Santa out this year. And here's another little table that I just have my hot cocoa bear on that my granddaughter loves to play with, and just some old pictures when we participated in the hot cocoa run in Chicago several years ago. And moving over to, yes, I'm pointing out my DIY project that I need to get busy doing. As I approach the Hoosier, I have another bowl of potpourri that has some beautiful scents in it, and berries and cinnamon sticks, and it smells so good over there. And just a tin little fun Christmas tree. And of course, who doesn't know Frosty, Burl Ives, and Rudolph? That is a Jim Shore piece. And then a little nativity snowman and snow virgin with the baby Jesus, and some little tiny nutcrackers, and just a St. Nicholas resin statue. And then on top of my Hoosier is just some twinkle lights and a cone greenery with a Santa Claus that I'm pointing to there, a St. Nick that was made for me back in, oh my gosh, I think it says on the bottom of it, I want to say 82. They were made by a friend of mine. They're paper mache, and they're hand painted, and they're just gorgeous, gorgeous. And I've had them for all of these years, and look at that little squatty fat St. Nicholas, so adorable. And I even have a little necklace that she made that's on a long red rope for just to wear for Christmas. It's so cute. And this is just on my kitchen counter. I have a lighted little snowman there with a little white flocked Christmas tree, and I think I'll turn this little guy on for you so you can see how cute he looks lit up. I've had this little guy for, oh my goodness, at least 15 years, that I bought at a little specialty place, and he's just so cute. And I brought my aloe plant in because it did get a little chilly outside, and just my warmer there, and I have a little cake pedestal with another little Christmas tree and some cute little snowmen with a jingle jingle pillow on the side, and some potpourri there. So everywhere you walk around the kitchen, you just get a great set. Here's one of the wreaths that I've shown that I made this year, and I just added a couple of bows to it, and it just really brightens up the kitchen. And here is my little hot cocoa stand with some real candy canes and some fake ones, and I have instant cocoa, and of course a plate for cookies for Santa when he comes. And it's just my coffee, cocoa, and tea station. And I just added a little bit of red and black buffalo check. This is a set of hot cocoa that I've never opened. I've had for years and years, and I just put it out on display because I love the pictures of it. And I have a little sign there that just says hot cocoa, and I just think it came really cute. It was just kind of inspired off of some of the things that I've seen on Pinterest. And this is the wreath I hung on my mirror. After I took my fall wreath down, I kept it simple, and I just loved the colors of it and added just a little bit of greenery to it. And I think that it just is cute in its own way. Little snowflake tags that I made, and found a bow muslin that has that really pretty imprint of snowflakes on it. And then I just hung a little silver ornament from my Jack Frost candle. And this is a little area that I just kind of put together with some countdown advent calendars that I made for my granddaughter. So when she comes over, she sits here and she writes her little letters to Santa and mails them in that little box. And she marks on her chalkboard if she's been nice or nice, because of course she's always nice. And this is a piece of old quilt that was made into a little shaped bell by my very best friend, which she gave me probably, my goodness, at least 25 years ago. Some of my Christmas ornaments literally are over 40 years old, and I have just kept them. You can keep so much if you add a few mothballs to your bins, and most of my bins are plastic bins. Here I'm just displaying a few of my favorite Christmas books, and I'll turn the light on here in just a second so you can see my Ho Ho holiday sign, which is made with the letter H's and little buttons. It's so cute, and I hung that there. And here is an old-fashioned TV. How many of you remember that? And you turn the little knob and you can see it has a little ice skating scenery with Christmas tree and people, and it plays music. My granddaughter absolutely loves it. She'll turn it on and it changes the music on it, and she stands there and dances, and it is just the best memory that she could make for me. And here is a little boot that I picked up at the Kris Kringle Mart because they sell hottie toddies and hot chocolate, and it's a souvenir from there because we visited there in Chicago the years that we lived in Illinois. And back to the little TV. I'll see if I can get the sound on the TV turned up when I edit that portion. I'm not sure that I can, but I am going to try. And I just love it. It has an actual old-fashioned antenna on it. And this is just a little area that I just kind of put together in my bedroom, and that's one of the wreaths I made that I am going to be posting all of my granddaughter's Christmas pictures on for the first 5 years, and a wreath will keep forever, and another little Charlie Brown stick tree. And I made these little, I call them little snowflakes for the tree, and it's just my granddaughter's little reading station and the books that we read when she spends the night that are her Christmas books, and then of course my Christmas books with my favorite author, Richard Paul Evans. And I have this series on Noel, and so I am reading last year's book and then going to get started on this year's book. And I even reread a book from I think 10 years ago that's part of this series. So fun. And here's just another little tree in one of my Longaberger baskets on top of my electric heater in my bedroom with a black and red buffalo check little throw. And on top of the TV stand, of course, is another little nativity scene. And so just keeping it very simple. I I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it.